From Rajasthan, 10 sharp questions on building business that lasts. So, what's the single biggest business mistake you made that costed you real money?
I think the single biggest mistake is we had paid for an ERP, but we didn't input all the data in the ERP, thinking that the data might be copied or used or given to some other business. So we bought an ERP, but we didn't input all the data needed for our billing or giving us our GP and all the data. So I think that's one of the worst mistakes.
Okay. What's the one thing you do differently at PJE that most of the businesses don't?
So we go by the heart a lot, where we define a culture and we build the culture in our human resources a lot, where the employee performance is rewarded, but not like if an employee performs well and spoils the culture, they are removed from the company immediately. So we actually concentrate a lot on the culture building, where the person has to be a right fit. The performance is dependent on how the culture is.
And what's a business advice that you usually ignore and disagree with?
So most of the business owners, they would tell me one thing is that a business cannot run without the owner. No matter what, the owner should be sitting on the head of its employees. Otherwise, employees get lazy, they get disobedient, they won't treat it like their business, and employees are bad in general. But I disagree in all those points. I think the business runs better without the owners. If you have good people, as I mentioned in my earlier thing, if the culture is good, the people are good, they always treat it as with an ownership in the business. And you also need, with the particular mindset you have, I feel the owner's mindset attracts the kind of employees they want. So that makes a big difference.
What actually changed when you went from a small team of 10 to a team of 70?
So in a team of 10, we were driving the business. We had to be there every day, be the decision makers, open and close the store. But once we are 70 people, the opening and closing, all the operation work is done by the managers. We have almost 7 different departments: the marketing, the store, the sales, everything is automated, and we just have to align the team right now. We have to build the system and make sure that the systems are running. We do weekly meetings, daily meetings, one-on-ones with HODs, and we as owners are mainly building the next level leaders for our company.
What's a hiring mistake you made early that completely changed how you judge people?
We first thought that getting people from a good degree or a good company matters the most, but later I realized freshers are the most useful resources for a company, as they do whatever the company needs, and plus they upskill and up level very fast, and you can retain them much easier. People are scared of freshers, thinking that they will learn here and go to some other company and do a job, but that is not true, because the freshers who are good, you can retain them by obviously rewarding them as per their performance every year, and keep appreciating them and motivating them. The thing is, most people don't train freshers thinking they leave, but what if they stay and they don't remain freshers?
When did you realize high income automatically doesn't mean freedom?
I've seen people all around me all the time. As we are from a business family, all my cousins, everyone has businesses, and we have met people with upwards of thousands of crores of revenue, and they don't have a daily freedom from the business, nor time, nor anything. Like, they are on the calls no matter where they are. They have to text, reply, even in the midnight, everything. So that's when I know that there is no amount of income that buys you time. It's the system, processes, and people that will buy back your time.
Tell me one discipline or a habit that motivated you the most, even when, on the days when you didn't want to get up from bed.
There's a saying actually, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And David Goggins is the very famous one who said this: being uncommon amongst the uncommon takes a great amount of effort, where even if your legs are broken, he would end up running 40 kilometers. So it's like, doesn't matter how you're feeling. If the world depends on how you're feeling, then the world would be full of shit, because you're feeling bad most of the time. If you're feeling great, only a few seconds, but you need to pull through no matter what.
What surprised you the most when you met really successful founders or business owners?
When I've met very successful people, like couple of billionaires, very famous like Indian startups, they have always a next 10x in their mind what they're chasing. They are not chasing a 20% increment or a 40% increment or 2x increment. They are always chasing the next 10x. If it's a small startup, they see they'll 10x in 2 years. If it's a big one, it's 4 years. And even if it's a large one, they are looking at 10xing within 5 years. So I think the 10x rule applies, where even the book says it all. 10x is much easier than 2x, and that's what great founders are after.
What's one system or a process that you had implemented in PJE that you wished you implemented on the year one?
So I wish I had implemented a calendar. Like I didn't have a calendar of my own until 2 years ago, where I've split my days. On Mondays, I'm just going to do aligning. On Tuesdays, it's only hiring. On Wednesdays, it's only content creation. Like I wish I made a calendar earlier for myself, and that's how the team also follows it, where the HR is ready for Tuesday interviews with a bunch of candidates, and even they know the timeline. And I've been following this for years. So that's I wish I did that from when I joined the business.
What belief about success did you have early on that completely changed your mind about?
I feel success alone. I am a trekker. I climb mountains, and I believe that if you are allowed, they say that the you don't climb a mountain allows you to climb, and the ones who climb it, they should show the people, the next people, the way on how to climb it. Like you cannot get on the mountain and jump and say, "Oh, I reached there. I'm the greatest in the world." But your job as being a summiteer is to guide other people on the same path. So I believe being successful alone does not matter. Shared success is all that matters, in having a great life and having friends and employees and sharing it with everyone around you. That's what matters.
Thank you, Devansh, for answering all this so well.
If you guys have any more questions you want to ask, please like and subscribe and comment below, and we will come back with many such videos. I am here to show you your part to success, and these all were spontaneous questions asked by Sanya. We didn't plan or script them in any way. So we are here to help you out to climb that mountain you're wishing for. Thank you for watching.